So that was 2008, 2009, right?
Yeah,
So
2008.
when you went there, was that your first time to go abroad?
Ah, yes, yes.
How was that
Very.
then? How was it
Ay,
feeling?
nakakatawa. It feels really good kasi parang everything is on you. Parang naiignorante ka sa lahat.
Mhm.
Um, and the accent was the one na very ano ako, parang wow!
Yeah, yeah.
Napimbang ako sa accent nila. Talagang nakatitig lang ako. Ano daw? Ganun.
Hello po to all our listeners and viewers out there. Welcome to our podcast, Kuwentuhan with Pinay Mom's Blogs. I'm your host, Tara, and on this episode, we are going to Australia. So please welcome our guest for today from Melbourne, Australia, Miss Shanti Perez. Hi, Shanti.
Hi!
Thank you. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
It's an honor.
Kumusta dyan sa Melbourne?
It's been good. We're actually in snap lockdown again for the next 10 days.
Yeah, I heard. Actually, I saw on your Facebook page. Yeah. Yeah, what happened?
Just last night, the cases are starting just in our state though.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to go higher. So from 4 to 5, I think there's like more than 25 active cases right now. So ayun.
Okay. 25 active cases. Is it like every day or every reporting 25 active cases? Like ganun bang pag-report dyan or
Hindi, minsan 4, minsan isa,
oh,
pero
okay, so
nagpapanik sila agad.
yeah, yeah. Dito nga in the thousands pa rin sometimes eh. 300, 600, 1,000 ganun pa rin eh. Yeah. But okay, so for 10 days kayo dyan.
Yeah, just for 10 days. And ayun, everyone just wanted to be vaccinated
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because of that.
Okay. Right, right, right. So, with regards to the vaccines, how is it going with the efforts there to vaccinate everybody?
The government's trying really hard, pero sobrang as mas maraming percentage dito ng hesitant sila to get vaccinated kasi
Ah,
we have
talaga?
more AstraZeneca and bothered sila ng blood clot. Yung
Mm-hmm.
Pfizer kasi is we have to get from overseas. Yung AstraZeneca kasi ginagawa dito. Kaya lang, since my clotting
Ah,
issue,
right.
maraming hesitant.
Yes, it
Yes.
did. Okay. Yung Pfizer, you have to order still from abroad.
Yes.
Yun lang dalawa ang available dyan sa Australia or?
Yeah. Yun lang yung in-approve nila kasi sabi nila it's pretty much the same mRNA yung isa, yung
Mm-hmm.
isang mRNA din, parang
Mm-hmm.
ganun. Kaya yun lang.
Okay. All right. Pero dyan naman sa bahay, everybody's okay.
Yeah, we're all
That's
good.
good. Good. And also sa Philippines then, family back home, they're
Yeah,
all good?
they're all good. Actually my brother just got the COVID like last
Oh,
month.
oh,
Yeah, but he
oh yeah,
was
that's right.
having severe moderate to severe symptoms. Sa
Mm-hmm.
bahay lang siya pero ready na yung oxygen and everything. May doktor rin siyang laging kausap. Pero awa
Okay.
ng Diyos, okay naman. Still
Oh,
recovering. Yung
right.
lungs niya hindi na 100% naka-recover. Yun lang.
I see. Oh, hopefully through time, dahil hopefully, di ba sabi nila maka-recover naman, it might, hopefully it will be 100%, but yeah, through time we'll see. And everybody else, dyan do we have family there in Australia as well, sa Melbourne?
Sa Melbourne, I just have my in-laws and my
Okay.
sister and my niece and nephews are in Sydney naman.
Okay, Sydney, yeah. But Sydney's not the capital, right? I think, biglang naisip ko,
Oh,
sabi ko, ang familiar lang ako na place sa Australia. Melbourne, yeah. Sydney,
yeah.
yes. And then I said,
Canberra kasi is in the
that's,
middle of
okay.
Melbourne and Sydney. Kaya siya yung naging capital para wag
Oh, is
mag-away.
that so? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Nako, marami akong gustong i-ask na
Kuwentuhan.
questions about, yeah, so Australia, because it's actually on my bucket list. I really want to visit that that
Yeah.
country. But first and foremost, I'd like to ask, where are you from sa Philippines?
Yeah, in the Philippines, I'm from Bicol, Region 5, and specifically in Catanduanes.
Okay.
If you don't hear that, probably, hindi, narinig nyo na to. Every
Ah,
time na may bagyo, kami yung
aha.
lagi nasa list.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
at the
Bicol, right? Bicol region,
pinaka-east,
yeah.
the easternmost island.
Right.
So, kami yung unang binabagyo.
Oh, okay. So you're from there sa Catanduanes area.
Mhm.
Okay. Doon ka nag-school until college and
Yeah.
also work?
Born and raised ako doon, but when college, nag-move ako sa Manila.
Okay. And then, did you work there then?
Um,
O pumunta ka
nag,
na diretso dyan sa Australia? Or,
I studied for like almost 2 years pa, a year and a half. And
okay.
then when I was 19, my sister brought me here in Australia.
Oh, I see. So parang immigrant?
Yeah, sinama nila ako sa nila,
Right.
application nila that time.
Okay. Oh, nice. So it's like a family because hindi ako masyadong familiar how the immigration works in Australia. Is it
Yeah.
kind of like petition by sister, ganyan, sister to sister?
Hindi yung para silang the work visa.
Yeah.
They were work visa noon as family, and then they were trying to get me as one of their tawag doon. Ang tawag doon? Isa sa mga parang anak nila.
Oh yeah,
I forgot
oo,
the
ako din para hindi support. Yeah, I know what you mean. Dependence.
dependence. Yeah,
Dependence, parang dependence, right.
isa ako sa mga dependent nila. So parang nagmukhang anak nila ako.
Okay.
But that time kasi pwede pa yon after 2 years ata wala na siya. Parang immediate family na lang and stuff.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Every year nagbabago
swerte.
yung every year kasi nagbabago yung visa dito eh. Babago.
Requirements.
Yeah.
Okay. And ano
I was
yan, mga... Go ahead, sorry, hindi ko narinig.
I was very lucky that time, 2009.
Oh, 2009. Oh, then it's still recent.
2008.
2008. Okay. All right. And then, kamusta yung process? Did it take long because you're dependent or actually not because you are dependent?
Oh, it's super easy kasi dependent ako. So parang every step of the way, I actually went to Australia as a tourist lang kasi I just want to visit my sister. She was pregnant that time, and then I was there to support her, and then tinry lang nilang isama ako sa application.
Right.
Kasi that time nag-a-apply na sila as permanent resident. From tourist na ako as permanent resident.
Right. Okay. So, kayo lang bang dalawa ang siblings? Or did you also invite as dependents then other siblings ninyo?
Yeah, since nga nagbabago yung rules, humigpit, hindi na siya ganun kadali. And since I was the youngest, I am the most easiest one to take kasi nga parang the older you get, the harder na pinapayagan ng Australia. So, yeah, I have older brothers. Pero hindi siya makuha as dependent kasi they're older.
Okay.
19 lang kasi ako noon, so teenage years pa.
Right. I see. But would you know kung is it also harder kung halimbawang may family yung ipipetition mo to go to Australia as well? Para kasi now that I'm asking it, parang hindi ata pwede kasi dependent. Ibig sabihin, they're depending on the family that's petitioning.
Yeah,
or yeah.
Parang dito ang petition na dito is yung last remaining na lang. Halimbawa, na lang, yung mother or father mo na siya na lang mag-isa, widow, ganun. Tapos lahat ng mga kapatid mo na sa iba't ibang bansa, pwede mo siya makuha. Pero yung kapatid ko na gano'n, nakukunin ko, hindi. It actually stopped the year before I came here. nag-stop yung petition for sister, yung family ng sister ko, hindi na pwede.
Oh, talaga, right. So talagang naswertehan mo.
Naswertehan ko pa, oo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was 2008, 2009, right?
Yeah,
So
2008.
when you went there, was that your first time to go abroad?
Yes.
How was that then? How was it
Ay,
feeling?
nakakatawa. It feels really good kasi parang everything is on you. Parang naiignorante ka sa lahat. And the accent was the one na very ano ako, parang wow!
Yeah.
Napindang ako sa accent nila. Talagang nakatitig lang ako. Ano daw? Ganun.
Ganun kaano talaga, no? I can imagine
Yung accent nila.
pakikinggan mo talaga yung pag-English nila.
And since sanay tayo sa American English, parang yung clear yung pagkaka-pronounce nila ng words.
Right.
Ito, iba. Kaya medyo nahirapan ako dun. But it's a really nice place. Ganda. Ang ganda lang nung nakarating ako. The first time. Yeah.
Right. And directly Melbourne agad? Or other
No,
cities first?
that time my sister and the family still lives in Perth. So that's Western Australia.
Okay.
So I was dumaan lang ako sa Sydney for a few hours, nag-layover, and then Perth na.
Okay. So then now that you're living, Perth is on the west side.
Yeah.
And Melbourne is on the east bottom side, east south, I guess. Yeah. So then, and it's a big continent, that country. Anong difference in weather? Meron ba? From your experience?
Country itself,
From
Western Australia, more on ano sila, lumalamig, but it's like always sunny. I think mga once or twice lang umuulan doon.
Okay.
And always sunny there. Sa Queensland, tropical-ish.
Okay.
Lumalamig din pag winter. Opposite yung ano natin, seasons.
Yeah.
Sa summer dyan sa inyo, dito naman pa winter ngayon.
Right.
So last week of autumn na namin.
Okay. So it's kind of strange, if you're celebrating Christmas kasi parang Christmas at the beach.
Yeah.
Ganun ba?
We have really, hot Christmas here. Lahat ng mga tao nasa beach, naka-sando, naka-beer. Kaya we have Christmas in July.
Oo, di ba? Parang that sounds so fun. Hindi mo ba na-miss ang Christmas din sa Philippines or nakakapasyal ka pa rin sa Philippines?
Oh, I miss it so much. I think ilang beses ba ako nakauwi ako once lang, 2010.
Since 2009? Once ka pala nakapasyal? Na Christmas, I see. Okay. Oh, nice. But okay, so let's back up a little bit. So nung dumating ka ng 2008, 2009 dyan, were you already with family or because you are a mom now, right? And your husband is also Filipino, correct? Yeah. And did you meet sa Philippines or did you meet him there na and then you start the family there in Australia?
Yeah, we met each other here na sa Australia. Okay. So I was from Perth. Yung family namin nag-move sa Sydney because of work. And then na-meet ko yung my then boyfriend, my husband.
Right, yeah.
Online lang din. Tapos after a couple of I love yous, I moved here.
Okay. Diba? Such is the strength and the power of love, sabi nga nila. Okay, so then you moved there in Melbourne.
Yes, in Melbourne, and here we are now.
Right. How was how's the adjustment when it comes to moving from different cities there in Australia? At saka yung work environment, may difference ba between the East and the West?
I think yes, because mas competitive and more ang tao dito sa eastern side ng Australia. Kasi sa Perth, mas lesser yung tao. It's still growing. Since ang Sydney and Melbourne is marami ng mga tao talaga. So medyo may competition sa pag-work.
Right. No, for actually, I was going to ask for our listeners who are probably interested to know more about Australia in general, right? Kasi for example, in my case, then mas familiar ako sa US and yung distribution ng busyness of different certain cities. Usually, kasi yung mga cities along the coast, yun yung very busy, more diverse, right? Tapos as you get Midwest or mainland US, medyo yung mga whites and like that, right? So Australia, but it's almost the same. Paano ba? Give us an idea of the society, Australian society.
Medyo similar din doon kasi parang yung mga main cities namin is just on the edges.
Right.
I don't really know what's in the middle. Desert.
Okay, yeah, talaga.
Yeah. It's a big land. Tapos
Yeah, but
yung
it's
mga
beautiful, ah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So maliliit lang yung cities since yung Australia, it's like almost as big as US, pero it's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. Oh, 7. Tama ba? Baka mapagalitan ako. Ibang state din kasi yung Canberra, so 8.
Oh, okay. So 8.
Yeah.
So
Divided
malalaki.
siya.
Oh, right.
So Perth is the biggest one, pero siya yung parang quietest.
On the west side.
Yeah. Tapos Northern Territory naman sa taas. And then South Australia, smaller. Gitna naman siya ng Perth and Melbourne or Victoria.
Yeah.
Tapos Sydney, and then Queensland is on the upper right.
Okay. Okay. And then ang mga Filipino communities, where are they usually?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Which is nice. Ang dami-daming mga Pinoy. Lalo na sa healthcare, since I work in healthcare, there's
right.
always a Filipino there.
Right. Okay. Speaking of working in healthcare, so yeah, can you give us an idea how is the working environment dyan sa Australia?
Working environment, it's really good. For me, wala naman akong bad experiences and okay naman siya. I mean, protected naman lahat dito. We always have like the kung may bullying man or discrimination, laging you can always do something. And since Australia, sobrang multicultural kasi siyang country eh. Talagang they're used to different nationality. So it's fine. It's okay. I've never had any bad experience and yun naman.
So they're very tolerant din pala talaga mga Australians.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear about that then. Okay. And then how is it with regards to like raising a family there with the kids? Did you, kasi syempre iniisip ko din Filipino kasi you're both Filipinos. So hindi ka naman nahirapan mag-raise ng iyong anak following Filipino traditions? Do you keep it to that way or may mga certain differences ba in disciplining kids there compared to the Philippines? Was there okay?
Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah.
Malaki yung difference sa pagpapalaki and parenting and all. Since ako lang yung nandito, yung ate ko kasi nasa Sydney, most of the time kami lang yung asawa ko yung nag-raise ng anak ko. And from the time na lumabas ka sa hospital, nakaagapay yung maternal health nurse and child nurse. So from that on, talagang visit sila and everything, kung saan nakahiga, kailangan may bed yung bata, hindi mo kailangan. Sobra yung nila sa bawal mag co-sleep, talagang dapat separate yung bed. And, and sobrang, in a way, it might sound cruel, pero inaano nila yung, pinoprotektahan nila yung as a mom, di ba? Na parang, it's okay lang yung bata pag umiyak, hindi siya mamamatay. Make sure na ikaw, meron ka rin ng break. If he's crying and you can't deal with it, go outside the room and take some time, breathe in, and then pag okay ka na, balik, go back to your child, and sabi nila mas ma-refresh ka and you'll be able to give proper care, mga ganon.
Right. Oh, that's good. That's good. Parang para din pala rito. At saka yung co-sleeping, they actually also encourage it. Kumbaga. Oh, no, actually, no, not co-sleeping.
Yeah,
The other
discourage
way.
it.
They discourage it. They discourage it. So, hindi ka nahirapan. How was that for you, that experience?
Natawa eh. Okay, at the first, in the first few months talaga, oh my gosh, she's just latched on me the whole night. And then, I broke down. Talagang na-depress ako and everything. I called them. I think, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Parang natatakot ako kasi ayoko mag-black out. Anyway, before that kasi yung mental health, yung depression ko medyo nandyan na. So, I just told them, I just want to be honest. I don't know what to do. And inadmit nila ako agad sa sleeping school.
Sleeping school? Okay.
Yeah, may ganun dito. So, sleep school is like...
what does that do?
Yeah, families. Para siyang hotel na hospital. So, families may kanya-kanyang room. And then, may may days sleep school. Meron kami 1 week kami nagstay doon. So parang meron kaming sariling hotel room na merong separate bedroom si Miguel with a cot, crib. Tapos you're teaching him to sleep on his own. Tapos sinisilip ka lang nila. Tapos pinapagalitan ako na, no, you have to leave him. You have to sleep on your bed. Don't sleep on the floor. Hindi pwede yan. Yeah. The first few nights talagang umiiyak ako. Parang ayoko na, uwi na ako, hindi ko na kaya. But at the end of the training, he learned how to sleep on his own.
Okay.
For a month.
So parang may help ka. They're helping you train your baby.
Yeah. And
at the same time, you get some rest.
Yes. Oo.
That's
Tapos
nice.
morning sessions naman meron sila ng mga, ganito yung routines and ito yung mga advice and everything. Parang kinakausap yung mga parents and the whole family.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's a sleep hotel? Kasi bigla talaga akong naging interesado, Shanti. I've never heard of this before. So parang siyang sleep hotel. So during the night, they're helping you out with sleep training and also getting rest sa parents as well, especially for the mom. And then during the day, what do you do? Do you like attend courses or just para lang?
May mga training. So morning time, actually morning time, but they're a bit strict kasi nga may program sila. One time nun, nag-sleep in ako, parang tinawag ako ng nurse. Sabi niya, bakit ka nandito? Dapat na doon ka, nag-aano ka. Parang inaano nila ako na may routine ka dapat. Parang sabi, matutulog ako kasi yung anak ko, late na natulog and all. And I can't remember, basta ganun na. Talagang tinulungan nila ako yung sa feeding and everything. Baka gutom yung anak mo kaya hindi natutulog and ganyan. Since wala nga akong family to back me up about that. Talagang nandyan sila the whole time.
Okay. Together with your husband?
Yes.
Okay. So 1 week kayong off?
Yeah. No, he goes to work. Uuwi siya doon.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's still very convenient.
Yeah.
Because you're still together and then, life continues to...
Meron din siya parang binibigyan din siya ng tips like for that.
Okay. And that's for a week? Sabi mo?
Yes.
Okay. And then so from the beginning, from day 1 till day 7, how was it for you? Did you really see a change in you then? Did you find it helpful, yung program na yun?
Yeah, kasi right after that, pagbalik namin dito, he learned to sleep on his own sa cot. And talagang natutulog siya mag-isa. We were okay. But sa totoo lang, after a couple of months, I think when he's 1, wala, nag-co-sleep kami ulit. Kasi, when your kid is sick, pag may sakit sila, syempre, you want them to sleep next to you.
Of course, yeah.
Balik ulit sa ita-train mo ulit sila na mag-sleep by themselves and everything. Parang nakakapagod na lang kasi nag-aral din ako and parang, I gave up. Parang I chose my battles.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so you mean Oh, naging student ka ulit. So, while being a mom. So, parang
Yeah, I started.
stressful rin. Oo. I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Well, you know what? Whichever works, di ba?
Yeah, yun na lang inisip ko. And he's
Mm.
healthy, he's happy. And
Yeah,
if it's gonna
exactly.
affect me mentally, no, yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, so that's very interesting. And then, so how was it now during the toddler years and going to school? Because I know that he's going to school now. So how is
Yeah,
the school there like sa Australia?
sa school
Is
dito,
it free or is it um, may subsidized ba ng government or something? Kasi rito sa the Netherlands, I have to be careful kasi nababanggit ko lagi Holland, marami nagagalit. Marami nagko-comment. Oo, kasi Holland actually is not Holland is a combination of the north and south provinces of Holland. So Amsterdam
oh,
is part of the north. So sinasabi nila Holland, but actually the country is Netherlands. So I have to correct myself pag sabihin ko kasi dito sa Holland. So yeah, here in
oh,
the Netherlands, free ang schooling until high school.
oh. As in
Yeah.
totally free.
Totally free. Ang binabayaran mo lang siguro yung mga fees, like for example, if they're going to uh, uh, camping or may excursion, ganyan, so 30 euros, magbigay ka. So parang 80 to 100 euros a year lang ang gastos namin sa schooling.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I've heard about that din.
yeah.
Um,
And there?
dito, you have choices like there's public schools,
Okay.
there is Catholic school, parang semi-private,
Mm-hmm.
Christian school, tapos yung higher end, which is a lot more expensive. Sa public school, meron mga fees na umabot ng $800 for the whole school year naman na yun.
Okay.
Pero ano siya, I heard, sabi nila, you're not, you don't really have to, parang, ito may bill ka, pero hindi ka nila i-chase to pay for it.
Okay.
Daw. But we chose Miguel sa private school, which is closer to us.
Okay.
A lot more expensive siya kasi iba rin yung may mga ibang fees. So, ayun. Tapos, pag ganon din naman pag high school and middle school,
Mm-hmm.
depende kung private or public, which is
Okay.
always lesser yung babayaran sa public. Pag college naman, you could um, do the student loan.
Mm-hmm.
Yung student loan naman dito is they pay for everything, tapos you will pay it once na over $53,000 annually na yung sinasahod mo. So they like, pwede mo ring bayaran pag nagta-tax ka na parang, okay, I wanna pay $20 every
Yeah.
time para mabawasan ko yung utang ko. Pero yeah, yung mga bachelor, mga diploma, it's easy to study that kasi talagang pwede mong i-loan.
Right. Okay. Well, at least they make it still affordable.
Yeah.
Especially for yung mga students, yung student loans. I think that's very
But
common.
yeah, hindi siya free. Yun
Right.
yung misconception na free daw dito ang education. Sa Netherlands yun.
Oo nga. No, but it doesn't, I was gonna say, I think that's still okay kasi compared sa ibang, like sa atin sa Philippines, mahirap, di ba? Ang pag-aaral. So,
Yeah.
but speaking of that then, because I know that you are a nurse there, so then did you, kasi from the Philippines to there, and you said that you were a student, so how was that for you then? How did that go? Pag-aaral mo
Around that
dyan?
age, kasi para kang para kang you don't know where you are kasi yung mga
At 19, right?
yung mga ka-age ko dito, yung mga lumaki dito, so parang I felt really outcast. Yung mga Pinoy naman na dumating, which is are older than me kasi mga migrants naman sila. So ang hirap sa school, nag-aaral ka yung it's really different. Ibang-iba. Yung wala ka ng ka-age mo nung nagsuschool ako,
Okay.
nung mga simula. And pero okay naman. In terms of schooling sa pag-aaral ng nursing, hindi naman, I think mas mahirap yung pag-aaral sa Pinas. And iba yung training sa Philippines.
Okay. Were you a nurse there sa Philippines then?
No, actually nung
Oh,
nasa Pinas ako, related sa computer yung pinag-aaralan ko.
okay. And then, so what made you decide to take nursing dyan sa Australia?
Yeah, just a background. When I moved here, I studied early childhood. So, nag-work ako sa parang daycare sa Philippines,
Okay.
childcare. So, early childhood from 0 to 5 years old. So, I worked there for almost 10 years na rin, 10 years
Okay.
in that field. Tapos nung nabuntis ako and nanganak, I think sabi ko, I wanna change, I want something different. And then,
Mhm.
nag-aral ako while raising Miguel.
Wow. Okay. And then so nursing, like general nursing, or meron bang difference like specialization pag ang mga nursing studies dyan?
Yeah, when you studied nursing kasi, general lang. So,
Mm-hmm.
dito may dalawa, may diploma and bachelor of nursing. So, I studied the diploma, which is half nitong
Bachelor's.
bachelor.
So is it like 2 years or 5 years, or how is it dyan?
Yeah, yung bachelor nila, pag nag-bachelor ka agad, 3 years yon.
Oh, 3.
Pero if you go to the the diploma route, yung ginawa ko, 2 years and then another 2 years. Second year na ako pag nag-bachelor ako.
I see.
Tapos
Okay.
generalized nursing na yun. Hindi
Mm-hmm.
ano siya, hindi siya katulad sa Pinas na may mga board exam and all.
Mm-mm.
So parang ano lang yun dito. Mag-register ka lang pag lahat ng mga kailangan, okay, pwede ka na maging nurse. Parang yung standard lang ng Australian guidelines as long as alam mo yun.
Right. It's okay. And then yung training ninyo or like internship, did it come together with the the part of the course, or you have to look for internship then outside the course?
No, it's
Okay,
part
so it's
of the
part of it.
course. So
Okay.
sila yung makikipag-usap sa hospital na
Yeah.
this is a student, and
Right.
sa tuition kasi namin kasama na yung insurance doon pag nag-placement. So placement
Right.
or yeah, placement
Yeah.
yung tawag. Yep. We
Okay.
did that for my certain hours.
Right. And I can imagine, no, if you're doing internship, di syempre, ano yun, how many, like 12-hour shifts ba kayo, or,
Um
um,
Hindi naman dito kasi sa Australia ano
yeah, how
sila
does it go?
hindi masyado yung 12-hour shift sa nurses. I'm
Oh,
not sure. Pero
okay. Mm-hmm.
karamihan kung ano may nakakarinig man sa akin. Karamihan kasi
Yeah.
parang ano lang yung shift, parang 8 hours, 6 hours, mga ganun-ganun lang.
Right.
More on, inaano nila yung stress ng nurses na
Oh, that's
to
good.
lessen the stress,
Yeah,
ganyan, to provide good care.
right. But meron pa ring shifts, kumbaga, of course, there has to be 24-hour care.
Yeah.
So, parang, ano yan, parang 11 to 7 a.m., 7 to 3, 3 to
Yes.
11, like that, kung mga 8-hour
Yep.
shifts, like that.
Yep.
How was that for you with the baby at home and your husband?
Um, Actually, it's really hard.
Then, because I also want to talk about now you're working. Pero when you were a student then, a nursing student, how was that? How were you
Mahirap.
able to
Pero
balance?
yeah, ang maganda doon kasi since student kami, hindi kami pinag-night shift kasi sabi nila, hindi ganun karami yung matututunan mo sa night shift. Although may
Okay.
matututunan ka, mas marami yung matututunan mo sa morning and PM shift. So, um, kinoncentrate kami sa ganun. And
Mhm.
mahirap mag-balance kasi wala rin kaming mapag-iwanan ng bata.
I
And
know, yeah.
yeah, so nag-family daycare din siya the whole time na nag-aaral ako eh. Yeah. And
I
I really
see.
have to force myself to drive kasi mornings maaga, parang maaga ako pupunta sa hospital, and then yung asawa ko rin maaga mag-work, so
Mhm.
walang maghahatid, kailangan ko mag-drive.
Wow, oo nga, that's right. And then, now, ngayon naman, like nowadays, with yung setup ninyo dyan sa bahay and you're working, so how is that now with regards to the dynamics of who picks up Miguel from
Yeah.
school, or
Oo.
brings him to school? How is it now?
Um, since nurse naman na ako ngayon, mas madali yung shift in family and life ano ba yun? Work and life
Work-life
balance
balance.
when you're working in the aged nurse industry. So nandun ako at the moment. I'm working in an aged care facility, and doon kasi my choices ka to work like mornings lang or PMs lang. I can't do nights. But actually yung night shift sa akin is working more well. Kasi
Okay.
pag night shift, my husband will just drop him off in the morning before he goes to work, and then I could pick him up. Nakakasama ko pa siya sa gabi. And tapos work na lang ako, sila na lang sa bahay. Pero yung mga permanent shifts ko is afternoon shift, which I always drop him off to school. Tapos may aftercare pa rin siya, and then my husband pick him up.
I see.
Morning shift doesn't work for us kasi since morning din yung asawa ko, morning ako, kailangan niya mag-morning shift, ni Miguel mag-morning care. So that's another extra thing to pay for pag morning care.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi school starts at 8 eh. So
Right.
we have
Ano ang oras ng morning shift at saka afternoon and then the night shift?
morning is 7 to 3.
7 to 3.
Afternoon naman is 2 to 10. Tapos yung night is like 10 to 7.
Okay. So, yung afternoon ang better sa yung
Yeah.
afternoon or the other one, yung night shift.
Afternoon and night. Kasi kung morning, madodoble yung care ni Miguel kasi ang school is just 8:30 to 3.
Parang dito, right?
8:30 to 3. So, walang maghahatid at magsusundo sa kanya.
Yeah.
He has to go to care and we have to pay more.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Ang pagbayad ba by the hour also or by the day?
Per hour, per sessions.
I see. Okay. All right. And then so that's work or the balance of work with the school life or yeah, yung schedule niyo sa bahay. What about like on the weekends? How do you guys spend your time together as a family on weekends or on holidays kapag walang pasok sa school?
Yeah, since I'm working afternoons, less lang yung afternoon, there are more days na I can pick it up and drop him off during the day. Unfortunately, I work weekends.
Okay.
Meron lang ako ng 2 days na separate days, 2 weekends a month na separate days. And talagang I make sure na we go somewhere, we do something with Miguel. And sobrang ano siya, pag holidays, yun, talagang nilalaan ko for weekends para makakasama ko sila.
Okay. And where do you usually go? Are you the type na you go to the beach or do you go to the city or do you go out in the park or do you walk? Kasi dito maraming mga forests. So mostly yung ginagawa ng mga tao, they walk or they just go to the park, ganyan, relax. What about there in Melbourne?
Yeah, we have a lot of parks here as well. Yung mga nature park, hiking, ganyan. Before we have our son, we always go like hiking and sa forest, ng mountains, ganun. But since Miguel, kasi ayaw niya pa yung mga napapagod siya. So parang nagpapakarga and everything.
Oh, how old is Miguel na nga pala? Is he
5.5?
Okay, so yeah, I was about to say 6. Yeah, so 5.5. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see.
So yeah, beach. He likes the beach and it's good. Swimming. Meron kami ng parang park dito na may lake and then they could just bike. So yun, isa rin yun sa ginagawa namin as family. Is we go somewhere na nakakapag-bike si Miguel. At least nakakapag-walking kami mag-asawa. Hindi napapagod si Miguel because he's on his bike.
That's right. Oo, tama. Tsaka yung pace, right? Diba yung pace, medyo equal na kayo ng pace.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's nice. And playgrounds you mentioned, maraming playgrounds sa inyo?
Oh yes, parang each estate may mga playgrounds.
Okay. Right. Do you also go to zoos? Marami bang mga zoos din dyan sa Melbourne or? Okay.
Madaming mga zoo dito. Yeah, it's just that minsan kasi parang mm, since malamig sa Melbourne outdoors, parang nadi-discourage lumabas yung
Oh,
mga tao.
talaga.
So parang
Right.
1/3 of the year is cold season. Tapos,
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you let's say for example, if we plan to visit Melbourne, saan mo kami i-advise na pumasyal? Kaming family.
what are you into?
We're open to anything. Parks, any tourist popular places to go to,
Hmm.
or the beach.
Yeah,
And
we have
so,
a lot of beaches here. Magaganda yung mga beaches din dito. And
mhm,
yun na nga, camping and hiking is a thing here in Australia as well.
I
Talagang
see.
maraming gusto niya. And fishing, maraming gustong-gusto yung fishing
Fishing. Okay.
dito. Yeah. There's
Okay.
may mga falls. And pag winter dito, we just go to the mountains and my snow ski resorts.
Yeah, but ang winter dyan, summer dito, right?
Yes. We will be
Okay.
on a winter resort, ski resort soon.
That's true. Oo nga naman kasi pa-summer naman dito sa winter there. Okay. Food naman. What about food? How about food? How do you find Australian food? Meron ba silang specific Australian cuisine? Exotic foods that you'd like to share with us?
Sausage in a bread.
Talaga?
Yeah, oo. Yeah, they're parang
Okay.
I don't want to compare, but they're more on like that eh. Mahilig sila sa sausage, steak, yung barbecue, mga
Yeah, yeah.
ganun,
Mm-mm.
salads, just chips. Parang sa UK, di ba? Yung fish
Also
and chips.
chips na potato
Fries.
fries.
Thick
Fries, okay.
fries. Yeah,
Mhm,
thick
mhm.
fries.
Right.
Ayun. But since sobrang multicultural ng Australia, sobrang dami rin dito ng mga different cuisine talaga yung iba't ibang bansa. Pero yung Australian, it's just steak and um, barbecues.
Barbecues, okay. But can you share with us what is a typical Australian breakfast and what's their typical lunch or and dinner like that?
Yeah. Typical breakfast, I
Uh-huh.
would say, wheat bakes.
What is
Wheat
that?
bakes. Parang Vita wheat. Do you know Vita
So
wheat?
no, parang cereal?
Yeah, it's a cereal.
Okay.
Pero parang siyang wheat brick na lalagay mo sa bowl, tapos you will put milk or honey or banana and you mash. It's like
Oh,
porridge
yeah.
consistency.
Anong tawag?
Wheat bakes.
Wheat beaks. Okay.
Okay.
So kind of like
Um,
mix them together, make it into a
yeah,
porridge. I
yeah.
see.
It's cold milk ha. So cereal and mm, Vegemite toast,
Okay.
jam toast. Yeah.
Right. So that's
So
breakfast.
yeah, that's breakfast. So sa pagdating naman sa lunch, they're just into sandwiches, different kinds of subs. Parang Subway, mga
Okay.
ganun.
So ma-bread
Roll.
din pala sila, ma-breads.
Yes, they love their bread. And for dinner, they do salads and steaks. And yun na yung, yeah, that's how it consists of.
Okay.
Salads, steaks, and fish and chips.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Have you
Pasta.
tried any parang exotic cuisine ng Australia? Because I've heard na they also have different kinds of exotic meat, yeah? Um,
Yeah, they have the kangaroo meat.
yeah, I was gonna say kangaroo meat.
Hindi
Um,
ko siya actually na-try. But we went
okay,
to a restaurant na may ganon. Oh, crocodile meat din ata eh.
okay.
Hmm. I've never
You never
tried.
tried. Would
Yeah.
you be willing to?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes. Open to
Right.
that.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Just pandemic and we can't go out and
Mm,
it's hard to go out with kids and especially working
that's
nights
true.
and weekends.
Mm-mm-mm-mm, that's true.
No
That's
luck
true.
there.
Okay. Oh,
That's
but
why
you're
I'm working.
willing.
To add pala sa
Yeah.
Australia, 5 p.m. dito, everything is closed na.
Oh, talaga. Okay. Even
Shop,
grocery stores? So pagka you
limited
need,
lang.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, paano pagka nawalan ka ng vegetable oil pang luto sa gabi ng iyong steak? Well,
Yeah, not all
paano?
stores.
Okay.
Merong mangilan-ngilan na bukas. Actually, they're getting better now. Parang
Mm.
minimove na nila. Pero usually 5 p.m. talagang closed na lahat. Closed.
Okay. What time do they open? 9 or
Um,
earlier?
mga shops are sometimes 7 or yung
Okay.
mga bigger shops, they open at 9:30. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're closed by 5, but then does that mean then Sunday close sila?
No, they're open.
Okay, so
Pero
they're open.
same din. Oo.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. And so dyan sa bahay ninyo, let's say for example, if you on a summer holiday
Mhm.
when schools are closed, and then how do you make arrangements usually with work on taking time off? Madali bang mag-ask ng time off sa work dyan sa Australia? How
Yeah.
many, kumbaga parang, what is it? Like a
No.
vacation holidays ninyo dyan na how is that?
Yeah. Okay naman dito eh. When you're working, especially when you're permanent, kasi may casual din na staff. So pag permanent staff ka, part-time man or full-time, you accrued amount of leave hours. So just make sure na it depends on per company ha.
Mhm.
You can always give them notice na I will take leave on this month. Alam ba, beforehand sa company na pinag-workan ko, 2 weeks beforehand pwede kang mag-leave. Pero may iba rin naman na dapat 4 weeks ahead ka mag-inform.
Magsabi. Right.
Pero okay, hindi sila okay lang dito. You could always, if you have sick leave, you can call at least 2 hours before your shift that you
Mhm.
can't work. And of course, providing your sick certificate.
Oh, you have to.
Yes.
Oh,
If you
wala
want
kang
to use the sick
yeah.
certificate. Kasi kung hindi, wala. Leave without pay yan.
Okay, so so pagka halimbawang you're not feeling well, you have to have a certificate.
Yes.
Then you get a sick pay.
Yes.
Okay. And that's for every sa lahat 'yan kahit sa
Generally.
um okay, so kahit part-time ka or full-time sa company like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Another question. So, yung how is the Filipino community there naman?
It's really good.
Mhm.
Since ang dami rin naman ng Pinoy dito, so you get to have your own clique like that. So marami halimbawa parang per suburb halos may mga ano eh Filipino groups.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they have like Filipino fiestas as well.
Okay.
You get to meet a lot of kababayans pagka ganyan.
Right.
Especially yung mga Catholic churches, may mga feast sila na parang Filipino fiesta or
Mhm.
ibang bansa naman, ganyan.
Mhm. Okay, that's good. And then yung mga let's say yung mga kids ba nila like your kid like Miguel, si Miguel ba do you speak Tagalog to him or English or
We're,
both
we're
or
we're doing both as much as we can, and it's good na ano din siya eh parang game din siya na matuto uh, uh, unless he's tired. Talagang he always says, he makes sure he says salamat po ganun.
oh
Opo.
yeah, that's right kasi mas more sorry nag-Dutch tuloy ko. Naturally, syempre, he's more Australian English nga naman pala,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Pero at least nakakapagsalita siya ng Tagalog. Yun ang gusto ko sana sa mga kids ko. Pero I guess kasi medyo mas mahirap sa kanila kasi they're
Madami
learning two language na kasi
ang
eh.
dami language.
Oo. Kaya medyo mas mahirap. So that's nice. Okay. Well then, how is your how often do you visit your sister na? sa
Um,
Perth?
Sydney, Sydney.
Oh, sorry, yeah, so Sydney. From
Yeah,
Perth kayo, you moved to Melbourne, but they're in Sydney, yeah.
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 I have visited them last ano lang March kasi the borders were open na because due to COVID. But
Mm.
usually we make sure na magkasama kami ng Christmas or New Year or like middle of the year. It just
Mhm.
got really harder nung ano na nung lumalaki na yung mga kids, may school na rin. So parang mahirap din i-squeeze yung
Mhm.
travel.
Mhm. Um, pero at least like you try to physically meet up with them then before the COVID.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Gaano kalayo?
Sydney
Is it
is
like a
from
drive
Melbourne.
or? Oo.
Just is 8 hours drive. 8 ba? Tama ba? 8 to 12 hours
Oh,
drive.
malayo pa
Depends.
rin. Right. Can you
Depends.
fly?
Yeah. 1 hour flight.
Okay. And when you go there or they come over to you to visit you guys, do you guys usually do the long drive or
Pagka
uh
longer yung stay, it's better na mag-drive na lang. At
okay,
least you have your car there.
right.
Yeah.
And then when you do a long drive, so for example, like kung gusto namin ding mag long drive there, ano yan, what are we gonna expect sa mga stopovers from Sydney to
A
Melbourne?
lot,
Yeah.
lots and lots of land. Ang
Okay.
ganda, ang lawak.
Talaga.
And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, one thing I could recommend is doing that.
Oh,
During
really? Long
interstate.
drives.
And I heard maganda rin yung views from Victoria to South Australia, from Melbourne to Adelaide. Magaganda rin yung mga scenic views din siya.
Adelaide naman is on the west.
No, siya yung
Pababa.
pinaka-gitna, baba.
Oo.
Yeah.
Okay. Sa area ba ninyo sa beaches kasi 'di ba Australia is also known for like for example 'di ba yung pagka nasa beach ka yung mga shark attacks. Have you guys heard or experienced about that sa area ninyo? Sa mga beaches ninyo o hindi naman?
Wala naman.
Okay.
Yeah, hindi. Wala naman. Ang Australians actually, they love the shark.
Oo nga, narinig ko yan, Shanti. Parang sa kanila it's really not a big
Oo.
deal.
Parang,
Parang they say na they're not that dangerous. Just don't bother
yeah,
them.
parang sinabi nila na mas marami pa yung chances mo to get killed somewhere else than a shark attack. So, hindi sila masyadong bothered ng
Right,
sharks.
right. Okay. Have you seen
Sa aquarium lang.
oh, okay. Sa zoo. Yeah, sa aquarium. Okay.
Yeah.
But not
Hindi
in the
naman, siya, no, not really. Very, very rare.
okay. Oh, that's nice. Sabagay, pero iba rin talaga, no, kapag ini-imagine ko pagka nasa beach ka, tapos maririnig mo. Meron bang mga patrol ang mga beaches dyan? All of
Yes,
them?
meron.
Okay. Okay, so that would be something na makes you feel safe a little bit unless
Yes.
unless yung ano, 'di ba yung mga ang tawag niya, sa surfing.
Yeah.
Yan. Marunong ba kayo mag-surfing, family?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Not yet.
That's yeah, but you'd like
Maybe
to.
in the future.
That's good. Okay. Now, Shanti, I have another question for you with regards to yung uh, pagbakasyon niyo sa Philippines when it comes na mag-open ulit yung mga borders. Would you plan to go to the Philippines and Philippines ulit to visit with Miguel?
Oh yeah, definitely. Kasi we always tell him about Philippines kasi since dun kami pareho pinanganak ng husband ko. So
Mhm.
he always know about it, and we always tell him that we have families there as well.
Mhm. Sa bahay ba ninyo, do you have like for example like sa States when I used to live there, maraming mga households na may Filipino channel. Dito kasi dito sa Amsterdam walang ganyan. So ang aking lang way to teach Tagalog sa family ko is YouTube.
Mm,
minsan nanonood ako ng 8 Bulag. Kasi syempre, alam mo naman, I'm from the time na I left, kasi I left the Philippines mga early 2000. So, ang mga alam ko noon yung mga 8 Bulaga, ganyan, yung mga ang TV. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those. So, yun yung mga pinapanood ko sa YouTube na Tagalog na ini-introduce ko sa mga kids ko sometimes. And then of course, meron tayo yung mga, I'm not sure kung familiar ka sa Batibot, Sesame, ganyan, ano, yun yung mga TV shows before, because we don't
Yeah.
have a Filipino channel here sa States meron. Is there something like that din dyan
Yeah,
sa
accessible naman yung ano dito, TFC.
Oh,
Actually,
you have TFC there.
they moved online na eh. So,
Okay.
parang since yung mga TVs din ngayon, smart TV na rin, you
That's true.
can access and YouTube, lahat na nasa YouTube kasi. So, ginagawa. But Miguel is not into like, hindi siya yung nagkukusa. Kailangan namin, anak, panoorin mo to, maganda to. Kailangan kami yung magganon sa kanya.
So, ang interest niya is, ano ang interest niya when it comes to?
Mahilig siya sa yung number blocks, mga ganon. Planets, and yeah. Pag kami sawa na, ayoko na niya. Anak, ito na lang yung panoorin mo. Ganon.
Okay. Pero pagka nanonood kayo ng Tagalog, ano naman siya, yung parang you see interest in him?
Yeah, pag nanonood ako ng mga Showtime or Itbulaga, ganyan, makikita niya ako tumatawa, tapos parang he will sit next to me, and pag may alam siyang word, inuulit niya, mommy, he said like this.
Nice.
He said, may mga nare-recognize naman siyang Tagalog words, and parang, alam ko yan.
Right. Sa school ba niya, marami ring mga Filipinos?
Sa school niya, marami din. Meron siya actually 3 classmate na Pinoy. Half Pinoy yung isa, tapos Pinoy. Yeah.
Okay. And so, how do you celebrate birthdays in Filipino style? Meaning, kasi sa atin ang Filipino, like for example here, when you say Filipino style, they usually yung lahat ng pagkapansit and like things like that, right? But sometimes when you are invited to a birthday party na the Dutch way, they only serve cakes.
Really?
Just cakes and drinks. So unless they purposely tell you then we're gonna have dinner right after, or we're gonna have lunch together with the birthday party. Ganon. So, wag kang pupunta ng gutom sa birthday party pag ang nag-invite sa'yo is a Dutch person or with the Dutch kids. Usually, they would just have little, parang sweets, ganyan. Pero hindi siya masyadong heavy. So, in that respect, ang question ko is, dyan ba yung mga typical birthday parties with kids, is it any different from the typical birthday parties we're familiar with? Maraming food and games,
it depends.
ganyan.
Kung Pinoy ka, I would still opt for bonggang Filipino fiesta, handaan. Pero kasi napansin ko dito sa Australia, ano sila sa mga kids birthday na halimbawa sa jumping play center na parang may mga jumping castles and all. They bring the kids there, they invite them there, and since yung lugar yung nagpo-provide ng food, halimbawa, parang McDonald's. More on ganon dito pag Aussie way, pero pag ibang lahi, kasi since multicultural, so parang talaga yung naghahanda sa bahay. Sila din, yung ibang lahi, kasi talagang naghahanda rin sila sa bahay nila.
When you say ibang lahi, ano usually mga other races ang na-meet niyo dyan sa community ninyo?
Maraming mga Indian, maraming ding mga Asian pa rin. There's a mix. Talagang halo-halo lahat.
Okay.
May mga Americans din. Right. Pero, pag parties talaga, more on yung nagse-celebrate sila. Sa kids celebrate sila mga ganong. Mga play area na nagpo-provide ng birthday packages.
Right. Oh, so it's mostly parang venue is outside, hindi sa
Yeah,
bahay
exactly.
mismo.
Oo.
I see. Okay. So bagay
Pag
dito rin. Go
ganun
ahead.
din. Pag adults naman talagang, let's go out, talagang drinks and eat, lalabas kayo, pero kanya-kanya yung bayad. Diba, I invite everyone in my workplace. Let's go out, celebrate my birthday sa ganitong restaurant. Dadating sila and kanya-kanya naman yung bayad.
Right, right. Okay. Oh, speaking of birthdays, naisip ko tuloy, yung mga for the adults. How
Oo.
dyan ka ba you got married there in Australia. So, how was the preparations? How is the preparations for wedding there? For example, ganun din yung kumbaga ano tayo, yung mga stag party, hen part, tama ba
Yeah.
'yon? Yeah, ganun. Meron
Oo.
din kayong ganyan. Is there anything um uh special or Australian kind uh, of like yung mga stag parties dyan or how you celebrate weddings?
Mm, sa, we call it hen's night sa bachelorette.
That's the one, right? Bachelor parties. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. They have the guy that dances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ganon. And yeah, it's just like one fun night out. Pwede kang
Okay.
dalhin sa parang sa isang bar na may ganon, or
Right.
they could, I've had that, and I had someone na nagdala naman sila, nag-hire sila ng someone sa hotel room, nandun lahat ng girls and
Right. Right.
perform.
Right.
Yeah, ganon. Ganon
Okay.
dito. Ganon
Okay, so
naman.
parang the same. Because dito naman, ang experience ko before is malalaman mo kapag ka merong hen's night or stag party kumbaga for the boys kasi when they hang out, lalo na dyan sa city center sa Amsterdam, naka-costume
Ah,
yung bride to be or yung groom to be. So, it's really interesting kasi yung first experience ko nung nandito ako, nung bago ako, parang sabi ko, let's say for example, a group of girls, let's say 6 or 7, 8 sila. Merong isang talagang completely different yung outfit niya. It could be something very like a princess or something. Para siyang naka-Halloween costume, ganun, right?
oo.
Tapos, same thing with the guy. Yung with a group of guys like that. Tapos, craziest costumes ever sometimes. Pero yung pala, they're going to a stag party or they're going to their hen's night. So, akala ko merong something like that dyan
Yeah,
sa...
depends kasi sa kung ano yung theme, halimbawa, it depends on the one who initiated, nung
Okay,
nag-organize
right.
nung party. Ako, it was a surprise so pinagdamit nila ako ng puti, a sash and a crown, parang,
Okay,
veil na,
okay.
ganun.
Mhm.
So party, lalabas sa city.
Right, right.
Lahat
Oh,
sila
nice.
naka-black, tas ako lang naka-white. Ganun.
Okay. Kasi syempre naisip ko rin, pareho kayong Filipino. So, it's also Filipino wedding and
Yeah,
Filipino...
and nag-adapt naman.
Yeah, okay. In what way?
Since, yun na nga, I'm not sure if they do that in the Philippines yung parang hang out kayo sa labas. Usually sa mga hotel lang sila So ayun, parang
Mm,
parang nakikita ka
I
ng
like
mga
that.
tao,
Yeah.
"Hi,
Yes, yes.
congratulations! You're
Right,
getting
right,
married!"
right. Right.
Oo.
Game naman, yung mga nag-greet sa'yo na strangers.
Mga strangers na mag-greet sa'yo.
Right.
Yeah, tapos, yun, lalaki, actually, hindi ko alam I
Okay.
have to ask my husband,
I
but
know.
he had his, he had his bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Shanti, I really enjoyed talking to you, pero time flies fast.
Yeah,
See, it's
OMG,
almost, yeah,
yes.
yeah, di ba? Naisip ko rin,
Oo.
medyo parang late na dyan sa'yo. So, if you don't mind, and I hope you enjoyed our kwentuhan, I have a couple of questions that I want to ask na I usually ask my guests here in our podcast. Um, ano yung mabibigay mo na mga tips or advice sa mga kapwa nating Filipino who are living in the Philippines right now about what family life is like for us Filipinos like you living there in Australia? Considering na, of course, right? So, syempre, in the Southern Hemisphere kayo, iba yung Christmas celebrations and things like that, yung culture. So, what advice or tips that you could give them?
Yeah, if you're a family wanting to move here sa Australia, ma-advise ko na driving, having your your own transportation is a must. Kasi that could help you move around and ano pa ba? Ang okay na okay yung ano dito, magpalaki ng magkaroon ng family dito. It's a good country to be living in. Maraming support and ang healthcare is really really good and yun lang for now.
Mhm. Okay, no, that's good. And nabanggit mo kanina, right? Yung pag-driving.
Mhm.
So paano yung public transport yan? Is it because
Um,
mahirap or how off? Hindi ba often or
if you live near the city center, it's wala kang problema. But if you live in the suburbs, there's like half an hour to 1 hour wait for buses, and yung buses
Okay.
hindi siya ganun kalapit sa mga houses. Kumbaga, you have to walk like 400 to 500
Sa mga
meters.
bus stops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mahirap pag malamig at maulan, syempre, or
Yeah.
sobrang init. Yun lang. And
So
especially if may anak ka, di ba?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
really good to have transportation.
right. So may buses dyan, and then what else? May mga trains, I can imagine.
Trains and
Uh-huh. So you
trams.
have trams then.
Mm.
Okay. Do people cycle a lot?
Yes, oo din. Mm-mm.
Meron din
Lalo
kayong
sa
mga
city,
cycling paths like that?
yes, sa city,
Okay.
you can rent bikes and
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so and then, nasabi mo because of driving, ano ba right side driving ba diyan?
yes,
'Di ba?
right-hand drive
Yeah,
dito.
kasi yung friend ko na taga Queensland, nung
Oo.
bumisita siya sa akin sa US, di siyempre, una pinasyal ko sila sa LA, right? So I was driving. Tapos family sila actually. So Filipina yung mom and then white yung guy with the two half Filipinos. Tapos sinasabi nila sa dad nila, okay, B, watch her how she drives and make sure that you're going on the right direction, yung pag-turn ng
Yes.
left and right, like that. And then I realized,
Oh,
oo nga, no, sabi ko parang, because I went to London after, years later, of course, di ba? And then sabi ko, oh nga, no, parang nakakatakot tumawid na ina-expect mo yung kotse dito manggagaling, yung pala sa kabila. How was that
yeah.
for you? Hindi ka nahirapan from the Philippines to there?
Sa simula talagang it was a little bit of a struggle. First thing pa lang pagsundo sa airport, I went straight to the left side, to the right side eh. Tapos sabi nung kuya ko, ikaw ba magdadrive?
Oh, yeah! Oh.
Tapos oh my gosh, iba pala dito. Tapos after that, okay na. Actually, mas nalilito na ako nung nagpunta kami ng US tsaka pag umuwi ako ng Pinas na parang, okay, look right dito kasi
Yeah.
look left sa Australia.
Right. Kasi anong tawag? Pero sa Philippines, nag-drive ka ba before?
No,
Okay.
dito.
So I think,
Oh,
sabi nila, may advantage daw yon, Shanti. Pagka
oo
hindi ka
nga.
marunong mag-drive, tapos magda-drive ka sa... Oh, wait. Oh, halimbawa, pagka hindi ka marunong mag-drive before, tapos mag-aaral ka ng driving school sa country na you're gonna live in, mas madali daw matuto.
Oo, kasi hindi ka na mag-a-adjust pa,
Oo, walang
kumbaga.
adjustment. Oo. Ako noon, ang nahirapan naman ako is, nagda-drive ako, hindi ako nagda-drive sa Philippines, nagda-drive ako sa US. Nung nag-drive ako rito, ang kailangan kong tantanan lagi yung trams para talagang kaliwat kanan sila.
Ay, yes. Oo. Buti yung
Oo.
trams namin sa city lang. Ang mga tao dito, they hate driving in the city kasi kalaban nila yung trams.
Yeah, oo. Tapos parang sila yung may right of way kasi yung trams. So, kaya lang, iusog ka.
Yeah, you move. Yep.
Yeah. So, ganun. Pareho rin pala
Never.
dyan.
Yes. Oo.
Right. So, pagka nasa city center, is it advisable then to take public transport?
We would do that. My husband especially kasi siya ang designated driver pag
Driver.
So,
Right.
yeah, lagi niyang, mag-train na lang tayo. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kasi hassle nga naman.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Now, a follow up with that question is, ano naman ang mabibigay mong advice or tips sa mga kapwa nating Filipino who are living abroad? And yeah, any advice to them?
Yeah, I think one advice I would give is yung um, stick sa mga values, and it's always still nice to teach our kids about the country that we came from, kasi maganda naman ang Philippines, and we have a lot of good values that we can pass on to them.
That's true. Lalo na kapag kayong nai-influensyahan na masyado. Kasi mahirap din yun, yung you try to balance the values that you learned, yung core values that you have, and then to the values that they learn in school.
Yeah.
Diba? So, kailangan talaga ng magandang
instill
balance.
ko rin natin sa kanila. Since families, diba? Yun lang.
Yeah, that's true. Well, very nice. Maraming salamat for that advice, Shanti. I really appreciate that. And yes, so I guess we're gonna end our podcast at Kuwentuhan right now. Thank you so much for your time, Shanti.
Thank you for this invite. Nag-enjoy ako, and I love listening to our kapwa Filipinos abroad. I like the stories.
Yeah. I'm really happy na you enjoy, because I really would like to use this platform indeed para ma-share naman yung mga stories ng mga kapwa natin Filipino, right, na nandito sa abroad, kasi iba rin yung talagang marinig mo from them. What's really behind the scenes, kumbaga, sabi ng isang guest ko. So, thank you so much for your time again. Pasensya ka na at I think, anong oras na ba dyan? Medyo midnight na.
Yeah, that's
Is that
okay.
so? Yeah. May pasok ka ba bukas?
Bukas hapon pa naman. So I still have. Thank you.
That's good. Thank you so much, Shanti. And sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat din po sa pakikinig. Please don't forget to check out also this podcast is available on Spotify and other podcast platforms. And pakinggan na rin po ninyo ang other episodes of ours also here on our YouTube and on Spotify and Google Podcast rin po. So hanggang sa susunod, thank you so much again, Shanti. And hanggang sa susunod pa nating kwentuhan here at Pinay Mom's Vlogs. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye!
Hi guys! Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more episodes of Pinay Mom's Vlogs, please click on any of the links up ahead, or you can subscribe to our channel to see more episodes every week. Thanks! Bye for now!